It takes 9 months for a woman to give birth. Ideas take a little longer. It took 5,000 years for civilization to conceive of the idea of political freedom. The U.S. Constitution is designed to preserve that freedom. It is a simple document, 4,500 words, 7 articles. Article 1, 2, and 3 explain the workings, the mechanics of government. It talks about the separation of powers, the checks and balances, and most of you understand that, I'm sure, from school and so on and so forth. But what is often overlooked is federalism, which is sort of embedded in different aspects of those articles. And that's a subject for another day when we have a little more time. Article 4 guarantees every state a Republican form of government. That's why we vote for the people in the legislature, the state legislature. Otherwise, we might not necessarily have that form of government. We could have another form, but the Constitution guarantees that. Article 5, what does Article 5 do? Is this serendipity? Article 5 is the recognition by the writers of the Constitution that they might not know the answer to all the questions or all the problems that might come up. It's the amendment article. And they give us 2 ways to amend the Constitution if we don't think it's right. Article 6 is the supremacy clause. It says that the Constitution and the amendments that we have made is the supreme law of the land, and that everybody, rich and poor, weak and powerful, are subject to that law. But the founders were pretty wise. They recognized that if the people were not in favor of this Constitution, it wouldn't last. So they are, Article 7 is the ratification article. That the people have to hold, each colony had to hold a convention, a ratification convention, and the people voted to accept the Constitution. And there were people for it, and there were people against it. In fact, there were so much, some of them were so much against it, that they said, no, we're not going to ratify this thing unless you give us a certain Bill of Rights. You know, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, search and seizure, and Article 9 and 10. It say, if it isn't written in the Constitution, it's up to the people. The power belongs to the people. Now, Thomas Jefferson said that we are to avoid ignorance and remain free. It is the responsibility of every American to be informed. On the internet, the Heritage Foundation has the Heritage Guide to the Constitution. It was produced by 100 scholars, and each scholar was assigned a clause of the Constitution to write an essay on that particular clause. covering what they interpreted to be the original intent of the founders, and how it has evolved and how it is currently being interpreted, clause by clause. That is on the internet, free. So you can do it day by day, week by week. You can just take your time and do it any way you want. Are you a responsible citizen? Are you going to take the advantage to become informed?
You're asking me, Jack? My father loved the Constitution.
Mr.
Yeah.
Toastmaster.